So I mentioned that there was a newscast from the White House, and in this newscast they talked about exactly this: the opposition to the Opportunity Fund and how it's actually going to hurt the people it's designed to help. So we're going to do this in fashion where I watch it a little bit, and that's why I've got the headphones in today. I hate wearing these things, but we're going to talk about the Opportunity Zones and what they're designed to do. And we're going to stop it whenever we get a chance to, talk about what is said. So let's get into this.
Progressive Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Rashida Tlaib proposing to defund President Trump's Opportunity Zones, believing the program overly benefits wealthy Americans investing in these areas. Thousands of these zones were created in the 2017 tax law meant to revitalize poor communities through private investments. Here to react is Executive Director of the White House Opportunity and Revitalization Council, Scott Turner. Scott, welcome to the show. This is a really important topic, these opportunity zones. First and foremost, remind us what the significance of these zones were, why they were created, and what they aim to accomplish.
Well, good morning, and thank you so much for having me. The question came up, what can be done for the forgotten communities and forgotten people in America? And President Trump and those in the administration, when asking this question, as you alluded to, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act created the Opportunity Zone Initiative. There's 35 million people in our country that live inside of these opportunity zones. And opportunity.
Okay, let's stop it right there. There are 35 million people who are stuck in these opportunity zones of despair. Let's just call them what they are. These are areas of the country that people have forgotten. They take the highway to go by them. They whatever roads, alternate roads to make sure they never have to drive through these areas. When I went through the one up in Del Rey, I live here and didn't know where this place was. I mean, I literally got off the highway and went, okay, so where the hell am I turning? And I had to make a turn here, turn there, and went, whoa, this is right here. All of this land, this entire area, with all these people who are affected, in a bad way financially, nobody knows about it. And then those who do know, make sure they don't drive through there, especially at night. So 33 million kind of really might be an understatement.
Zones are those communities that have a higher poverty rate than the state average, that have a much lower median income rate, oftentimes a high crime rate. And each governor and territory leader was given the task to designate or nominate these opportunity zones, and 25% of these census tracts are available. And so as a result, 8,764 opportunity zones across America have been created. But the root of...
Okay, hold on. 8,700 different opportunity zones have been created. The opportunity is tremendous. It's more disgusting that 8,700 tracts of land are dilapidated and in need of attention in some of the, without being political, what areas of town they are. And you know who's been running these towns for decades. So along comes a new president and says, hey, here's an easy way to help get these things fixed up. I'm a developer from New York. I know what it takes. It takes people with money coming in, putting money out, expecting a return, and in the same time, the property gets redeveloped. I know gentrification, bad word, gentrification. But if you're using these tax credits to include affordable housing, then you're not worried about gentrification. If you got a Starbucks on the first floor and 20 units above and 18 of them are low income, nobody knows the difference. They're just a nice 20-story building sitting there. What's the problem? But, they want to fight it. So let's go ahead and hear some more about this.
But to your question is, what can be done to lift up, our nation's most vulnerable, distressed communities and the people inside of these communities to create new jobs and new businesses, better housing, retail, to help people really to fulfill their God-given potential and use their skill sets to take care of their families and start business and so forth.
You see, that to me is the essence of the problem. To help people create business, to take care of their family, to raise to a new level, to reach the heights of their God-given talents and beyond. Who would not want that to happen? Can I tell you? I'll tell you. The person who doesn't want that to happen is the person who wants you dependent upon the government. I have bought literally dozens of properties in the hood. I have literally tried to help people in the hood become homeowners. I had to fight pastors. I had to fight local city commissioners because you're breaking the system here. If she or he gets into this home and builds some equity, and they build this equity and they're able to then resell in a couple years and do what they want, they don't need the government. So the flip side of that is, with an opportunity zone, if you don't put people on a path where they can become more financially secure, then they are going to be reliant on the government. I mean, think about it. What happened today? I think they just approved another $1,200 stipend for everybody. And they're going to keep on with this $600 extra per week unemployment benefit, which is an incentive to keep people not working. It's an incentive to keep businesses closed, get people on the dole, get people used to getting money for nothing. This isn't a Dire Straits song. This is really Dire Straits. But that's why there's such an opportunity, not just in opportunity zones, but in purchasing duplexes, quads, multifamily, small rentals, and putting Section 8 renters in them, because the government's going to pay you. Pay the landlord. There's no AOC. There's no Rashida Tlaib. They're never going to touch Section 8. I'm going to spend the entire show tomorrow talking about Section 8 rentals, the gold mine of real estate right now. Gold mine. But this is the other gold mine. It takes a little bit more finesse, a little bit more working, but these opportunity zones are absolutely huge for people who understand how to put these deals together. More than likely, it's going to be new construction, and you're going to have to do all the stuff that new construction does. And I'm going to show you how this is benefiting, and it shouldn't just be black people, but it is benefiting black entrepreneurs. But let's go ahead and continue with this interview.
Yeah. But the root of it is, hey, there's people in our country living in poverty. And so how can we help to lift them up?
Yeah. So what's your reaction to this push to defund them?
I think that's a big mistake. And we cannot say as a people, as America, that we are concerned about our most vulnerable people in our country. If we want to take away this most important initiative of the Opportunity Zone legislation, I have the privilege of stewarding this council along with Dr. Ben Carson, Secretary Ben Carson. And I've been around our country. Our team has been around our country, and I've been to over 60 cities, 65 cities of our most vulnerable communities, convening stakeholders.
So this guy has traveled the country. Remember, don't forget this. AOC killed the deal for Amazon to come to her district to be paying high six-figure jobs. Killed it. She didn't want it there. Everything that Scott Turner here is describing is for the true advancement, the true progression of people in the hood. Not fake. Not we'll take care of you, we'll be your daddy, we'll make sure that everything's taken care of. We're talking true progression. buy a house, pay on it, have a job, build equity, sell that house, buy a new house. Something that's been pretty much absent in the black and minority communities as a whole. That simple progression has been absent. There are people, and we see the videos every day, they're just acting a fool out there. And I think a lot of this stuff is stirred up on purpose to keep people's eye off the prize. There is no way you would be acting this way if you knew the, quote, opportunities that are available to you. But they keep saying, oh, but it doesn't help the minorities. Last time I checked, I'm a little bit brown, but I'm considered a black man. So let's hear some more what he has to say here.
Together, both Democrat and Republican. And the beauty about this initiative is that it transcends politics. It transcends ethnicity and creed and socioeconomic background. This is a tool to release private capital into.
See, it's a good point what he says. It transcends color. They don't like that. They hate that. It's transcending, going beyond the fiefdom that they want you closed in. They want you to want the bus pass. They need you to live on Section 8. They desire you to get food stamps. They have to have you on WIC. They have to be mainlining all this money to the people who don't know any better. And then when you do that, just like a drug addict, you're hooked. You're hooked for votes for years because you've been told this is how it's done. Thankfully, my dad told us, no, that's not how it's done, and I expect you to get off your ass and get to work. We are not taking a dime from the government. So let's finish this off.
Areas that have not seen investment in decades. And not only that, but to create public-private partnerships to bring about all of these stakeholders together.
You know, that just cracked me up. I love dissecting videos because here he says these are areas that have not seen investment for decades. Why? Why has a large tract of land, miles in circumference, not seen investment in Delray Beach, Florida? I don't know. You're going to have to answer that one.
As I said before, create business. You have education leaders. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Did you say something?
No problem. Yeah, it's a very different view, investing private capital as opposed to relying on government investment. Obviously a very important topic. We're out of time for today, Scott, but we very much appreciate you digging into this, and we know the debate on this.
Your source for profit. Hear what you need to know to succeed in today's real estate market.
Hey, thanks for checking out this clip of the Barry Cunningham Show. Every weekday, Monday through Friday, I talk about real estate and the trends and news that affect real estate and making money in real estate. So if you want to see us live, just go ahead and click the subscribe button below, or just click the link below, which is going to be a link to the archives of all of our live shows. And then we'll go ahead and cut these up and get them out there so you can see the clips of the various shows. But in any event, I'm glad you're watching. Please continue to watch and have a great day. Get out there and make some money. And we'll see you on the next episode.